Hello and welcome back once again to the CIS Closed Qualifiers. My name is Nomad and this is jfshfh178 versus Flowers as we make our way through the Group B matchup, and this could be considered the battle of the bottom if it weren't so damn even. These two teams are the two which came through the open qualifiers, so you know, in a lot of other regions that means a free win. In CIS regions that certainly doesn't. There's a lot of big talent on both of these teams. You've got Bignum, Pikachu, Petroshara, Happy Deora, Lantimos, or jfsh, all very well-known players except for Petroshara, who's also a very high MMR player and streamer. And then you got Flowers. Goddamn, we've seen a little bit from Baraba. I haven't really seen. We know Ush very well, Ekanart very well, and Sadoy as well. They've all been through a bunch of different stacks. I believe Ekanart was on Empire, Ush was Mega, Sadoy was on the Mega, and other. There's so many CIS teams. It's hard to keep track of them all.
10 seconds
but yeah, I mean, these guys are going to be battling it out for the
5 seconds
badge of honor of best open qualifier team, or they might draw again, as everyone else has been drawing this game. We are really far into this draft, actually. As you see, they've only just started using their reserve time now. So jfshfh178, whatever you call them, they are going with Underlord to finish things off. Gyrocopter, Ogre Magi, Rupik, Outward Devourer, and meanwhile Flowers, they've got Keeper of the Light, Omni Knight, Earthshaker, and Morpling. So a pretty well-rounded draft from both teams, I would say. A little bit more team fight oriented on the side of Flowers, but then you've also kind of got the late game power of the Morphling, and I'm wondering what hero they're going to pick up. I have a feeling it's also going to be kind of late game focused, but then you've got the Outward Devourer and the Gyrocopter inside of JFS. Flowers need a mid laner that can do well versus OD, or they just stick with a Morphling who can do pretty okay versus Morphling in the middle lane. Not fantastic, but it's a pretty it's not a horrendous lane. Sometimes you might be like, you know, it's fine, shrug it off, just let Morphling tank it, but might choose. Let's see. I think that I'm kind of favoring, without seeing this final pick, I'm definitely favoring Flowers for the time being. Oh, never mind. I don't favor Flowers anymore. They're gonna lose. No, I don't know. I'm pretty excited to see Ush Invoker again, but I was expecting something they could play around, something which could go fast, something which could attack, something which could make stuff happen. Instead, we've got Invoker. I mean, Quaspex Invoker has been not bad versus Elder Devourer earlier on today, but I still feel like it's a little bit too little. The Omni-Light Shaker is okay, but man, it's I want something which has stuns to throw in your face, who isn't afraid to body up against the OD, who isn't afraid to take to the front lines and can do some damage, not an Invoker who's going to be kind of controlling up team fights. You know, they've got a lot of control, but they don't have enough damage for my liking. I think it's Morphling needs to have a really, really strong early game and then be a presence in the mid game if Flowers aren't just going to get run over by JFS right now. I feel like it's a real risk. It's a real risk. And we know that Pikachu is incredibly dominant mid laner. Now he's got his brother rooting for him as well. He beat his brother, he beat Iceberg in the open qualifiers, and now he's going to be like, yeah, go Pikachu, go. And it's an extra bit of pressure, which you don't need if Flowers. And we getting tips through Steam DMs. Stuff. Scary, scary stuff. But this Morphling is going to be something which they probably need to keep an eye on this game. I mean, as I said, if the Morphling has an early start to the game and does well throughout the early stages, then it could get real rough. It could get real rough. They don't have enough to control. They've also got the meme combo as well. The Earthshaker and the Morphling. These two heroes grab their Aghanim Scepters, soaring through the air together, bashing people up and getting some damage off. Be pretty scary stuff. Good luck, have fun, Petroshara. That's Oosh. And fight me. Okay, well, again, mixed messages here, buddy.
May the light keep you.
He's going to get that early ward down, running out into lane. Looks like it's probably actually might be an exort start from him. Nope, never mind. Well, I don't know. He's starting off with the quas at least. But usually when you go exort, maybe he just hasn't made his mind up yet. Who knows? No. Now the quas works usually is fairly standard
30 seconds to battle.
against Odin. You don't want to try and go exort against him. Probably not going to get that much CS. Boy. Sitting on the front lines here. I really don't think they have the possibility to take it down. Especially with the Earthshaker backing him up. Now I've got a sneaky Coddle here as well, who might start blasting that rune. Yeah, certainly is going to go and try. I guess an easy blast onto Palantimos. Sadoy still trying to take it, and Sadoy will manage to. The rocket was a little bit too late, and that means Jarakopter starts the lane with homing missile, which isn't really what you want to do, and the fact that he missed the rune for it anyway, pretty costly. Palantimos not going to be feeling fantastic about that one, but at least he dodges out the Illuminate, and at least the Ogre Magi was able to wrap around and get them an extra bounty rune, so it's 3 for 1. But imagine if Jarakopter had landed that, it would have been all 4 J178. But nevertheless, we'll see how his lane goes regardless. Yeah, you can't really grow the key bagger when Shaker does that too, unfortunately. So creeps dragged back under the tower, and yeah, this is just taking advantage of the fact that they know that he's used the homing missile, because they know that he's going to struggle to CS on the tower. So let's see if he gets a range creep. No, he won't. So he misses 2 creeps in that, which is kind of costly. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, Ekanart, he's not having a great time, but just being a bug. Being a buggy boy. And over in mid, it's Ush versus Pikachu, the Invoker versus the Outworld Devourer. Gonna take himself that range creep there. No surprises to see Ash being banished to the Shadow Realm shortly whilst CSing gets underway. Does use a tornado to ensure he gets that range creep though. That's a little tinkling of harass onto the OD. Really is just a tinkle. How much does it even do? Oh, 45 plus 70. To be honest, it looked like it did way less than that. Wild Invoker playing it mid. Sadoy. He's got a rocket with his name on it, and unfortunately, he's actually taking a lot of damage here. Even though he's got that Heavenly Grace on him, they've got another stun available and happy, but they're not going to throw it down. They're a little bit scared. They feel like it's kind of worthless as... oh, Petashara stuck under the tower. Got down, blocking him off as well, but he manages to eat his way around it with a nice little tango usage down Petashara. But Ekanart still blocking him up here. They really want to try and get this kill, but I don't think they're going to. And Bignum's keeping him inside. This might be the Coddle going down. Bignum, he doesn't have the Fade Bolt, but he's got a couple more right clicks, eats the trees, and finds it. A nice kill coming out from Bignum. Getting the kill in the jungle. Goodness. That was pretty tasty. Nice Dota 2. Petashara lives through the whole thing and then salves up and he's back in lane. Yeah, very good at balance. Fortunately, he didn't stick around for the atrophy or permanent damage, but still, can't have everything. Pikachu hanging out in the mid lane now, level 4. Invoker's level 3. He's a little bit far behind Invoker here. Not a huge amount, but definitely ain't feeling too hot. Yeah, as I said, he just kind of continues to survive. Is it a shake? I really don't think this is going to achieve anything though. This is not a gank, which is going to get it done. Gonna go around for it though. I really believe in the Earthshaker gank. Let's see if Odie uses the Astral.
Dire structures are fortified.
Okay, he's used the Astral. And the fish is not there, and I think he saw him as well. I think Pikachu see. The jig's up. Get away, Earthshaker. There's nothing to be accomplished here any longer. Easy to deny. Missions take this away.
Regeneration.
Top lane. the pony in trouble, and that's going to get taken down by the Fade Bolt as well. Wow. Bignum claims Ignat. Well, Baraban, he's doing all right. 14-1, but all across the board, it's feeling pretty painful for Flowers so far. I don't actually expect this on top lane. I feel like they should be doing better in one of these lanes. Thing is, the Earthshaker has not been getting much done so far. Came to mid, didn't do anything mid. Came to top. Oh, might be able to snipe this rune here. Yeah, that should happen. He doesn't want to get lifted though. But he's taken such a long time to do this. He actually just played himself? No, having second art tiff. Ooh! He wouldn't have got that if the cuddle didn't come though, which is kind of funny. Awkward, because it's really awkward situation, because it's like, well, I'm just going to get lifted away from the room whatever I do here. So, oh, they've got a nice Fisher off onto Pikachu, but unfortunately I don't think that's going to result in anything again. You know, they don't have the, like, they don't have anything. You know, what do you do when you get in that situation? Cold Snap? Then what? Then what? Tornado and Cold Snap. It's not really no good. Tornadoing to make sure he gets the 2 CS here. Just trying to get as much value of this lane as possible. 21-4 against an OD. Nothing to be sad about for the Invoker. This is how it should go. Meanwhile, Earthshaker taking a trip down to bottom. Again, just throwing out fissures. Not really finding any action at all on this Shaker so far. I really feel like he should just stick and help out a lane. But he's going to fill in for... No, he's not. He's moving back to mid now because there's a gank going on. But Ushi has the Ghost Walk, and that'll get him out of danger. Big Num unable to gank because he's put his sentry down already, the fool.
Such mimicry.
Well, at least got an illusion rune. Got some friends now. Doesn't feel so lonely anymore. If only I could pick up an illusion rune in real life. So Baraban, he's just gonna span out some of these Wraith Bands. I mean, I'm getting concerned. This letting phase is going pretty bad, and I feel like it might just be getting worse. I don't know. I mean, at least the Morphling should kind of be playing a bit of catch up now. Ash versus Pikachu. You're right. It is Ash versus Pikachu in the middle lane. You're not wrong. I'm still trying to play around. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, they actually grab a kill. My mistake. I didn't see that one. Can detours me all day for that one. That's oh, that's a Gyrocopter just running down the Omni. But up at top lane, Goddamn's coming in. They want to try and go for this right here. Petashara is going to be the target of the gank. Goddamn, taking a long time to get this Fisher off, but will be able to do so. Petashara sets himself up pretty badly for that one as he moves into the trees, but will be blasted by Eknat. And that'll cause the kill. Morphling playing on pretty low HP. Get that Agi going. Pop that wand, I would guess. Well, still wants to keep it. Oh, goddamn, still playing, throwing down these blinding lights to hold them back. Dragging things out a little bit.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So he's moving towards those space boots at a reasonable speed. You know, he's had a rough time down here, having a death. It never feels great. Gyrocopter is bullying, as Gyrocopters tend to do. So strong in lane. Look at this, every single one of these lanes going brilliantly for J178 right now. This rate, they're going to be picked up by Empire. In fact, that's definitely my big prediction here. Empire are gonna pick these guys up because Vega doesn't exist anymore. They said they were leaving East. Mrs. Pikachu. Adashara is just getting full value from this by like firestorming down the lane, firestorming down the card camp, firestorming down the lane. It's why he's got so much CS. But you know, the Morphling's coming back. He's getting something at least. Yeah, it feels really bad having this situation at every single lane. Goddamn's playing with the Yoga Magi. Oosh. I'm on the Invoker. Right, I think I want to see a hard rotation. I think we have Invoker and Shaker rotating on one lane at the same time. Maybe not Petashara because he's just not worth that much. Because a lot of his farms come from the jungle as well. I don't think his net worth is quite that high. Still pretty high though. If they just come down hard on Palantimos in the bottom lane, I would be very happy with that. Yes, we shall wait. They see this ward, they really want to take it down. He's like, God, I just get my hands on that goddamn ward. Now Pikachu's like, he's caught him out. Oh god, Rubik's here as well. Goodbye, sir. Look at that damage. But at least Invoker was able to come in and grab the wards, so, you know. Swings and roundabouts. Swings and roundabouts, roundabouts and swings. So. Gonna be a lot of bounties going the way of Flower at the very... Oh no, it's 2 for 2. It's 2 for 2. And now Goddamn's able to come in and save Outworld. There's a TP coming in from Ekanard as well. But even with the 3 heroes here, there's very little threat they can really offer onto the OD, especially when he has this Sanity's Eclipse and 10 int already built up. It's pretty scary stuff. In fact, Invoker can't come too close, otherwise he's just going to get himself astraled and then blasted it down. Rubik's trying to find a way around into this one, but he is actually in vision just about. He didn't see that ward. Must have been very close. Maybe he just didn't spot on the side there, but Ash will survive the high int. Oh, top lane, the blast! It catches him! Ekanart was there. Ekanart was ready. And gets him with the Illuminate. Cancelling out the ultimate as well. He was going for the TP out there, but big catch, and now this top lane's going relatively well. Morphling's farming freely. He's going to have himself some nice little booties and start getting some real items on the board. Start becoming a real threat. Well, you can afford them now. You can afford them now. Oh, well, it's very awkward, very inefficient movements. Hokey Cokey with the side shot. Shara farming the lane with fire down. I get there's a lot of red heroes in Dota, but I still feel like Firestorm should be an actual Firestorm. Not just some weird green pebbles falling from the sky, but yes, you got to keep that. Oh, Bajaro, he's coming in on this. They really want to go for this right now, but they just get knocked back by Ekanard. He fires out that blinding light and ruins any chance of a gank here, but well, they're still going. In fact, they're really still going. Cooldown's coming out. Ekanard, he's got the ultimate if he wants to try and save Goddamn, but he can't really offer anything more than that. And doesn't use it down anyway, so Plantimos will grab that kill onto the Earthshaker, dives in deep, and gets the reward. I'm actually really surprised. Oh, Pikachu had no health. Okay. I was going to say, why didn't he just drop down the Ignis Vatus and then allow OD to TP in, but nope, not going to be the case. So, top tower should be going down to jfshfh178 right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
There we go. Last little tap. We'll take down that tower. And now, our bottom tower's being pressured at the same time. And the carries will continue playing this dance of death with one another. Meanwhile, oh, she's just finished off this Spirit Vessel, so he really needs to start looking into getting some kills. And Goddamn's going to smoke up, and they're going to look for something here. Happy Doyorara is going to be the target. Oh, Fisher did it just about catch him out. I think it might have done the cold snap coming through, but this guy is so goddamn tanky. They're getting through his health, taking such a long time. He's just able to run himself away. And now Gyrocopter coming down. The cooldown will land. A Gyrocopter! Oh my god, the OD in from the backline is able to take down 2. Ekanart's going to drop as well. Sadoy, he's going to be victim to the rocket barrage. Cole Sadoy, he's another one's going to fall. 1, 7, 8. They do it. In style. Pikachu, I didn't even see the Pikachu, just coming in from the wraparound. They were all huddled up together, trying to shrine up, trying to avoid the cooldown, not looking out for the Insanity's Eclipse, and he just comes through the backlines and just cleans house. Beautiful work from Pikachu. Being exactly where he needed to be at exactly the right time. Well, Flowers. They're sent back to the drawing board for now. Morphling will be looking towards rushing the Aghanim Scepter to become Shaker. Still no charges on this spirit vessel, so very hard for him to sort of make this item work for him. Feels really awkward because you're now a hero who has an item which needs to fill itself with souls to get kills. You know, you need to get kills to get kills, but you need to get the initial kill first, and it hasn't happened. Even bring down the Ogre Magi. Big num, big num, big num, big num. No, they're scared. They're really, really scared right now. Flowers not trying anything. I mean, I feel like that's a kill you have to try and get. You know, that's the weakest hero on the enemy team. Walking straight towards you, and you desperately need a kill. Cartwheels across the map. Going for this bounty in here. Petashara is going to lead the charge in. They should be able to go for this right now. Petashara is going to be the call, and look at this. Nice fissure coming through. Petashara needs to think about TPing out of himself, but I don't think he's going to be able to get away. He pops a pipe and waits for death, although Jared's coming in around the other side, and he's dropped the cooldown, so he's actually helping them out quite a lot. Somehow the Underlord is still alive, but finally gets finished off by the Morphling. Nice fissure coming out from Goddamn. That's up very, very nicely for a kill. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, Ash is taking some creeps. Now got those 2 charge on the Spirit Vessel. Nice to have something to work around with the old combos here. This Invoker meme, good time. It was never really a thing, but now we hit a timing. We hit an Earthshaker Blink Dagger timing. We hit a Morphling. Blade of Alacrity +1 timing. He's gonna have to wait a little bit longer to get that. Is it worth it just to rush Ags all by itself? Yes, absolutely, because it's hilarious. It's brilliant. But yeah, it is. It's very beautiful watching 2 Earthshakers fly through this. You can also become Invoker in some situations. Oh dear. Oh dear. Omni Knight, he's being beaten down pretty hard right now. Trying to make his way to the trees. But Pikachu actually just pops the ultimate to make sure he gets a kill before the Invoker TP's in. But now the Invoker gets here, and Pikachu, well, he's able to dodge out that EMP at least to keep his mana pool nice and topped up. The rest off, well, actually, J178, they're coming in for this one. They just turn around on Ush and kill him off straight away. Oh dear. Ush not really respecting the damage of that OD, to be frank. Yeah, they help out with the Fade Bolt there as well, but mostly. Oh, Rubik Tornado keeps in place as well. Pretty stylish, Bignum, pretty stylish. Will not be lasting very long here. Sadoi, he TP's in, but he remembers his fate last time and will wisely keep his distance. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, they're also pushing this in with Palantimos. Happy helping him out as well, giving him that bloodlust.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Urara. Orbs walled down, giving them the vision. There's a really nice vision around this middle lane here. And a nice little streak of vision down here allows you to cover this pathway. I think did they see him warding there? Oh wow, I can actually use straight up gets a counter ward. Now Ogre Magi gets a counter ward. Take that, Sentry.
Regeneration.
Jaro has his Ags finished up. That little bit of extra farm damage coming out from that item going to help him move towards that BKB much quicker. Needs it. Meanwhile, up at top, Sadoi's being hunted down by Pikachu. Once again, we've been here before, haven't we, Sadoi? You didn't learn your lesson, did you? And he still knows the way. Eating perfectly through the trees and finding that Omni Knight. Sadoi hits the deck. Really nice following, actually. Some nice tracking from Pikachu just through the trees, straight up. Locked onto the guy. I mean, they want to go for something with this Blink Dagger Earthshaker, but they really haven't found a value from him just yet. Omni Knight will be spawning in a few seconds. I mean, the possibility of a fight here. And Morphling, he's very close to finishing off the target himself. I mean, he could just wait a little bit longer, that'd be great, but I'm not quite sure that's going to be allowed to happen.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's a really big red tornado. Like from Invoker. Isn't Invoker like a kind of whitey, purpley guy? Weird. Oh, looks pretty dope. Tornado, EMP, Pantamas gets a lot of his mana taken away. But the tower is down. And the return tornado as well, sailing through, grabbing big number, a couple of creeps as well. Yeah, and they're just trying to wait. They're just trying to buy time for Morphling to get his Ags. He's got it now. Ags is complete. Is that going to be enough to allow them to fight? Well, let's see how much it can really do for them. Earthshaker actually trying to go back for the stick, for the wand, sorry, but they've got a smoke, so they can get everything back on Morphling, and then try and make some plays here with the dual flying shakers. I assume that's what this is anyway. I mean, I've been wrong before, but I highly doubt it's going to be Tornado, Cold Snap, Invoker, Morphling. Doesn't sound very hype. There's your smoke coming out in the distance. Flowers looking for some action. They're going to send the Invoker towards the middle lane. See if they can bait it out. And yes, they can. Look at this. Absolutely. Oops. Oops, CJ. Oh, God. Well, they will be able to bring down Pikachu, will they? The damage coming through. No, the lift out onto the Morphling. Dragging him back. He jumps forward. Pikachu is dead. They at least get him. And Morphling's still fighting up on the front lines here. Actually, this guy's pretty scary. Continuing the chase. And now the GA comes down from Sodoi. But it looks like they've been able to take down one form of the Morphling. Now they need to deal with the real boy himself. Ekanart comes in, though, trying to force them back. Goddamn comes through with a Fissure as well. Nicely done as Plantimos. He's looking, he's hunting, he's getting Ekanart. Ekanart's brought down. That's a second hero dead on top of the Invoker. But God, that was so awkward. Ekanart actually buys back this. That's a dieback from him.
Did I mix my magics?
Poor Earthshaker. Choking under the pressure. Doesn't use the blink. Doesn't get the initiation. OD survives way longer than he should have. He gets up his ulti and everything. So a really, really butch fight from Flowers. That should have been a free kill on Outlaw Devourer. Instead, it ended up being a bit of a disaster. But at least the Morphling stayed alive and managed to get himself a couple of kills in that fight. Well, the one kill in that fight, which is worth a couple of kills. So should be happy enough with how it went. But God damn, it's a sad day to be a Flower.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And look at this. They just want to keep on pushing on down. 10 seconds to that Morphling is up again. Relatively long cooldown this early on. It did more work than I expected it to, the Morphling Ags. You know, I've seen it plenty of times before. It's very good. But still, I mean, in this fight in particular, it seemed to be doing tons of work. J178 going to go for the smoke, looking for another kill. The TP up top by Pikachu might reveal a little bit more than planned, as the bait might be successful again. Let's see if they turn this one around. Flowers, though, they're backing away from it. They don't believe he's alone. But meanwhile, in the mid, they're going to see the Invoker, and they should see this going on right now and realize that the OD was alone, but they're a little bit too late. Look at the circle coming out. I think that was from the OD as well. Dam's just waiting. He's waiting. Setting the trap. No one's going to walk into it, though. Pikachu is waiting for the time being, and now Roshan is going to be the call with the double damage rune. It's not going to take long either. Pikachu getting into the pit as well to help themselves out, and it doesn't look like Earthshaker is going to try anything here. Roche should be going down for free. Tickling and tickling and tickling and gone. And that is an Aegis in the hands of Pikachu, so he can just be absolutely free in how he takes these fights right now. Positioning does not matter. He can jump in on the front lines and just start beating the shit out of everyone. He doesn't care. Down smoke from Flowers. Well, I don't think they want this, but maybe it's a safety smoke. Big Nub actually see him. They have the vision down, so this should be a freebie, at the very least. So, You know, that's going to buy a little bit more space, but they're still going into this fight. Is that a Hex onto the OD as he blinks into them right now, trying to take up this fight, but with the Ignis fighters coming down, it makes it very hard for the OD to actually fight this one. Ignis now running out. OD with the blink coming down, but there's the Echo onto 2. Where's the follow-up? It is here. Morphling jumping into the middle as well and chaining up the stuns nearly perfectly. The second Fissure a little bit off the mark, and now Blantimos could look to turn this one around. Goddamn, trying to fire it up, but unfortunately he's going to be turned into a pig and slaughtered like 1-2. In no goes Barbaran, back again, coming back in. Now he needs to get himself out though, and he does have that Earthshaker form to be able to jump himself away. The jumps are so long. The TP as well should be successful for him, so he gets himself to safety. Okay, quelling blading wards doesn't work with multicast. Today I learned. It makes a noise, doesn't do anything. That's a shame.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
What's that all about? They couldn't really decide who was going for the rune there, and they both went for it. No, really didn't want to go and step into that green field of death. Well, goodbye, Invoker. It's not your day. Might need to sanity him. Yeah, no, Tornado comes out. It's going to take a little bit longer. The Invis is through, but gets purged off instantly, and the rocket does connect as well. Wow, what a satisfying donk just to get the kill. The big fat donk from the rocket puts an end to Ush. Ush, ush, ush. Heroes down the middle lane. Last out. They're defending their high ground right now, but I mean, I say defending. Jace 178, they're not really trying to push the high ground. They're just using the vision they've got. They're using the space they've got. Just to secure their victory. Take it easy. Take it smart. Not leave anything to risk. But this BKB and, this double damage, which Pikachu just found, may make them reconsider their passive gaming so far. Bloodlust, DD. This is scary. And now they found someone at mid as well. And that's going to be an Omni Knight absolutely torn in two. There is nothing left of him. You can tell the Earthshaker, he was like, damn it, if I had Echo Slam, I would have gone for that, but I don't think it would have been a good idea. Still though, Antimos trying to push in top. Tony is going to lift him up for a little bit here. Gonna have to suffer the mana. You can tell Flower are kind of anxious to actually get involved in the fight here. They definitely want to try and take team fights, but it's whether they get forced into awkward ones without their Omni Knight. You know, that's the difference. And J178 are doing a very good job in holding back, you know, in respecting the fact that 5-man could probably still be stronger. Not a risk they're willing to take. They're just going to wait. Play the map a little bit and stick to focus on pickoffs. Bell's gonna eat up some creepies. And the wait continues. Maybe they don't wait for the next Roshan, but that's gonna be a little bit of a while still. BKB, that could be another timing thereafter. Jar, of course, already has his 9 seconds still available on it as well, so plenty of timing left. What's Pedishura got? He's going for the Greaves. Fairly nice, a fair amount to purge off this game as the Earthshaker caught on the front lines, lifted up, thrown back. This is a big hero to catch out, and they're going to be, oh, I say that. Morphling's trying to save the day. They realize they need to bring him down, so they drop down the Sanity to Eclipse. There's a buyback from the Earthshaker. They still want to be able to try and take this fight. They're going to try and gang up, but Pikachu gets the blink out. Meanwhile, the Echo Slam comes down onto 2. They found the OD. They found Happy as well, but he gets teleported out just in time, but they leave the OD behind, and now Morphling comes bouncing in, trying to find Bignum. Bignum, oh, he gets a kill! He turns it around on him when he's inside the form, taking advantage. Bignum the player! Bignum the player! Oh my godness. Wow. Okay, alright, that was pretty sick. Just catching him out. I mean, a little bit of a mistake from the Morphling, but Bignum just takes full advantage of that. It looks like Coddle's going to be picked off as well here, though. And, oh wait, now we have no Coddle. Now we have no Morphling. They can actually push high ground. That's exactly what they're going to do. Sidoi is not much of a threat, neither is Ush. And the Gyrocopter is still very much a scary, scary hero. Look at that, just pounding into the Omni Knight. They've gotten a lot, and with the Morphling coming back in 10 seconds, they're going to back themselves out. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, she's going for a little run here, and Happy's like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus, there's an Evoker here. See you later, everybody, as the Morphling gets on top of him and claims up that kill. Now BKB. The last fight was actually used. Man, that was so sick. Steal. Oh, Plantimo's just going to town. This guy has no buyback. The Earthshaker, he might go down for a second time here. The Rocket's going to find it. They're focusing on Sidoi, but they need to get both. Sidoi is dropping low, and the Rockets will finish the job. Goddamn's on the run. Plantimo's going to chase, but now coming back. They realize that they probably need to try and save their OD. OD can't afford to die here, but he is going to go down. Does have a buyback, but it looks like might be the Gyrocopter following suit as well. As they take to the skies and find him again. That is the Gyrocopter now dropping. J178, they might be losing their first real big fight here as they TP themselves away. Bignum and Pedishara are going to get it home safe. And this Morphling is doing work. He is doing a lot of work. Smoke up and smoke out. Continuing to scout for something. I'll move up onto the high ground, but they are scanned. J178 will retreat back, but man, well, this is a pretty big turnaround here. I mean, these guys probably didn't expect to be in this situation. I think maybe they even underestimated. Look at this coming in right now, but they've got the damage. Can they finish him off in time? Yes, they can. The stun comes out from the Ogre Magi. Oh dear, that is costly. The Morphling gets carried away. He was feeling the pogs a little bit too much. Unfortunately, he lost his senses a bit. Oh, they're trying to catch him. They don't quite have the vision on him. They gets caught out by that little root there. Gonna throw him back into it again, and yeah, this is a dead horse. This is a dead Gandalf. See you later, buddy. Good night. Have a nice sleep. And this is oh no, oh my god, this is just, well, this is a game of throws if ever I've seen one. So this is a little bit backwards and forwards. No, maybe not in the right ways. I mean, that Morphling jumping in there, you know, it's a bad idea. We know it's a bad idea. He knows it's a bad idea. He wants to make the play anyways, and unloading onto the Omni Knight once again. Pikachu banging on those racks. They have got, I mean, they've got the pipe. The pipe means nothing. Get in, boys. We're going away. And off they head. Bignum nearly got left behind, but he managed to get it together just at the end there. The flowers, they seem to work better when they're all together, when they're fighting as a unit. Not when they're jumping onto 4 heroes solo, strangely. But 178, they seem to be doing much better when they sped up the map, so maybe they'll try and focus on that right now. But obviously, flowers want to try and keep this team fight tempo going. I'm out there, but Goddamn loses his nerve in the trees and blinks away when his smoke pops, which I think was a bit of a mistake there. If he just waited in those trees, he might have been able to find something. Right now is Pikachu coming up onto the high ground, immediately popping that Hex of the BKB and just unloading onto him here. So Sidoi is going to fall, and now Ekanard as well, also going to be scooped up by this OD, who's just an absolute beast. Now the cooldown coming out onto the Morphling as there is a ulti drop from the OD doing nothing. 2 heroes dead, and a buyback used from Sidoi. Roshan is going to be the next objective for J178, and Flowers, they know about this. They come in from the south, moving up to the north. But it might be a little bit too late. And even if they are on time, what can they really do about it? Got a slam, but I don't think he's going to be able to get to the pit nearly in time as a Roche goes down. Pikachu grabs everything, and now they need to escape from here. But Flowers, will get out. No, they're not. This is Sadoy. This is a dive back on Sadoy, immediately getting caught out. The one guy you really don't want to go down there goes down there. Yeah, this is sloppy. This is real sloppy from Flowers. They are cost themselves a lot here.
Radiant's bottom tower is
It's really hard to be like, you know, well, it could have happened to anyone. There's no way Sadoy should have. It's a classic, isn't it? Oh, I think they might be doing Roche. Let's get over to the Roche pit. No, Roche is dead. There's Basher and Gyro. I saw this before, actually. This is really interesting. But we'll just watch Ekanard get absolutely slaughtered. And that was the... oh, no. Oh, that was a Morphling as well. He goes down twice. And the GG World played his call just like that. J178, they just take advantage of the sloppiness of the Flowers, and they pick them off. They pick the Flowers one by one. And GG World played. Game number 1 of this best of 2s go to jfshfh178. And they should be happy about that one, you know. They played it well. They played it well. They definitely let it slip in the mid-game a little bit. They didn't respect the Morphling enough, and that did cost them a lot. However, they managed to bring things back on track and end up with a fairly decent win under their belts. They were always ahead, so, I mean, yeah. It was just like a bit of a comeback effort from Flowers, but yeah, they got very sloppy towards the end when things started getting close. And they couldn't really hold it together in the late game, and that does jfshfh178 will take the first game in this best of 2 series. And I really hope that the next game is over quickly, because I'm so bored of trying to pronounce their goddamn name, which is obviously just a scribble on the keyboard, but then they made it through to the close qualifiers. They're like, oh, we quickly make a logo. So, I mean, yeah, I still respect it, but whatever. My name is Noam. I hope you're enjoying my cast. We are getting through the Group B stage here in the CIS closed qualifiers for the MDLX. And if you are enjoying them, please give me a follow. We're about halfway through now, so still a few more games to come. 3 more games to come. Games to come? No, 5 more games to come. Yeah, 5 out of 10 is what it's going to be a long day. Alrighty, I'll see you guys on the other side. I'm going to have a quick break and we'll